Hello. Let's see. Is anyone here? Hey, Piotr. Just can you hear me well? Is the microphone okay? Nice. Okay, well, I think we're gonna wait like 5 to 10 minutes to see if a few more people show up. I'm not expecting that many people, but you know, like even if 2, 3 more people show up, that would be nice. Mm. Maybe for next time we'll have some music as well. I'm not sure what kind of stuff I can use or how I can put it. Yeah, we'll see. You're thinking about doing the same? I've been thinking about this for a while, and I'm completely not ready right now. I literally just went live without having anything set up. The only thing that I have is like OBS, so that I can switch between just my camera and then my screen and my camera. But that's the only thing I prepared. I have nothing else. Yeah, only OBS for now. I don't know if there's anything else that I should use, and I don't know if my laptop can handle anything else. But for now, it's just OBS, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. I saw that Sebastian was also gonna be here. Let's see. Are you here, Sebastian? It's not. Um, Give it a few more minutes. I know where I put my glasses. Hey, hello, Seb. How are you doing? What kind of meeting did you leave? I hope it wasn't a client meeting. I'm doing all right, thanks. There's quite a lot of delay. I wonder if it's because of um, my PC client Webflow updates. All right. I hope I can make it worth it then. Let's see. We have, I think, 3 people here. 4 people, maybe. I don't know. Not really catching up. But I think we can start even if we don't have that many people. I'm not expecting that many anyway. I just wanted to see how this is gonna be like. Yeah, 10-second delay. Yeah. I am buying a better PC soon. Maybe that will help. We'll see. Hello, Sophie. How are you doing today? Uh, do you guys build stuff with Xano? You're off work. That's good to hear. Thank you for spending your off day here. You never use Xano, but looking to learn a bit. Okay. I think this will be fun. I already built a demo that I showed on the video. I'm just gonna rebuild it here and we'll add a few more features as well. I kind of like these smaller streams. Like I have a friend who streams, but he does gaming. And it's kind of nice when it's just a few people and like it's not just a bunch of comments coming in from different people. Just a few people that you know. It's kind of more fun. It's more intimate. I think we can start. Like if I have three people in chat, that's already more than I expected. Uh, Thinking about whether I should make a new Xano account for this demo. Because my account already has the stuff that I made. Yeah. Maybe there will be more soon if I do it more consistently. Like maybe we do this like every week, but we'll see. I'm really struggling to kind of balance content and building because I have a lot of things going on in the background at the same time. I'm already building a few things, and I also have the full-time job. So it's a lot to balance as well as the content. I already have like three videos that are filmed but are not edited, and one of them is a huge video. It's like an interview with someone. So I'm really struggling to find time for everything. Yeah, next live will be more people for sure. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We just need more. I guess if I do this consistently, people know that every week I'm gonna be here. Then more people will show up. Delegate. Yeah, some things need to be delegated, but then you have also the budget, so it's definitely a work in progress. Although the thing is, I'm building a few things, some of them on my own and some of them with a co-founder. And I don't want to delegate these because I genuinely enjoy building it. Like there's no point, like I could pay someone to do it for me and build it fast, but then that's not fun. I enjoy the process of building it, you know? So then you have another balance to think about like, do you want to just have the thing built or do you want to enjoy building it? Because it's not just the enjoyment, it's also the amount of stuff you learn just from getting your hands dirty and actually building things and like understanding the details of everything that is happening. So yeah, I really enjoy building stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made this demo. Like I made it in my hotel room right after Webflow Conf. I just sat down on my bed and started making it. Uh, Okay, I'm making a Xano instance. Agree with that? Maybe just ask for help for some collaborators, I guess, so you can keep your hands dry, dirty, plus with extra help. Yeah, I mean, even having a co-founder on one of my projects is already something I didn't expect. It, I don't know. It just happened that someone that I trust a lot told me that he really wanted to build something and he's kind of burnt out from his job. I told him about an idea I had, and he had also a similar idea. So we thought we can try to build it together, and that's what we're doing. And we're kind of splitting stuff. But other than that, yeah, it's a bit tricky. Okay, I think I'm gonna start sharing in just a moment, just making sure I have everything I need. Uh, Kind of scary being live. Like I'm afraid of leaking anything that could be a problem. If there was like a password or a secret API key and I don't notice it. All right, I think I'm gonna start sharing. I just literally just created a new Xano account. Um, you'll do good, no worries. Thanks. We'll see. Um, all right, I think we're ready. Hey, oh, nice. The transition worked well. Okay, so we have a brand new Xano instance here. Just make sure the camera is okay. Hey, Lexac. I'm not sure what your name is, but hello. Thanks for being here. We're a few people, but we're gonna make this work. Let me just do this. Okay. I hope the quality is okay. All right, so we're gonna start from the back end. Oh, it's Alexandra. Hey, Alexandra, how are you? Thanks for being here. But actually, let's start from the front end. It's more fun. Let's call it your student. Yeah. Uh, let's call it 2024 London Conf demo. Sure. So I I decided not to use Xano when I first built that app because I wanted to. I thought it would be faster to just do it by hand. So I think we're gonna do the same, just for consistency, doing the same. You're worried you missed it. Oh, well, I'm glad you caught it. Uh, if this goes well, we'll do more. I'm gonna open my old demo in another window, just so that I can have a plan. Well, what is happening? Interesting. I had another window open and it was syncing the two windows for some reason. All right. Also, does anyone else have an agency plan for Webflow? I only got the agency plan so that I can have clonables. So I'm paying like, what was it, like 500 something euros a year for the agency just so that I can share clonables, like a bunch of clonables. We should have started with Saddle here so that we have a better starting point, but it's okay. You also have the agency. Okay, at least I'm not the only one. Maybe I zoom in here. So we're not gonna do anything crazy here. Oh, you can use mine if you want. I got a couple years. No, I don't think that would work because I have things that I'm sharing with a few other people, and with my clients. So I don't think that would work. But thanks for the offer. Also, everyone has an agency plan just so we can have many projects. Interesting. Uh, Surely you're the only one using the freelancer. I was on the freelancer plan as well up until I started making content. And I was like, oh, I want to make clonables, and it didn't work. Like before, I had one project where I had like every page was a different demo that I wanted to do, and that was what I was testing stuff. Anyway, so far we're not doing anything weird. We're just building the shell of the app. So I'm gonna call this like the header wrapper. I'm gonna put in an image. Let's have some padding. Wink, wink. All right. I'm gonna put here some text. Maybe we'll do flex and give some gap, like 1 rem. Yeah, and then we'll do, let's put an H1 here. I would say today's topics. And when we're done, I'm gonna ask you guys to send some messages so that we can see them live updating. Because we're gonna use the new live feature of Xano. Oh, did I close Xano? Or do I have it open somewhere else? No, I just closed it. Apparently I closed Xano. Okay. All right, so we're gonna have topics. Maybe I should like diagram this. I like diagramming. Is it .dev? I think. No, maybe I was wrong. It is .com. All right. Going dark mode, please. All right. So the idea is that we have topics. So let's do. No, that's not what I meant to do. So we're gonna have topics, and we're gonna have questions. Each topic will be connected to a question. Sorry, each question will have a topic, right? So let's say this is a question, and there will be another question, and all of these are connected to this topic. So we're gonna have this. So what we want is like a topics collection or table, and this will have uh, an ID, and it will have a name. I think that's all we need for the topics. Yeah. And then for the questions, we're gonna have ID, we're gonna have text, so what is the question itself. We're gonna have a topic ID, which will be connected to this. We're gonna have user, or I guess let's say username, just to display the name of the person who commented. And we want to also be able to approve so that not everyone can send messages and just immediately appear public. We're going to have approve. They also had that in the app that they showed us. So basically, we would send messages, and then someone would approve the messages. And then Emily was up there reading the questions to the execs. And yeah, we also had the app that we used also had like thumbs up. So you could rate questions, and the one that's rated higher would be higher on the list. But maybe we'll leave that for later if we have enough time. Okay, so I think these are the only two tables we need, basically. So over here, we're gonna be showing the topics, and we're gonna basically create what a topic will look like. I'm gonna make it there, just call it list, which will just hold all the topics inside. Let's do 0.5 rem. And then each topic will be a link, because we will link to a different page where we will show the actual topic. Let's call this, I'm just going to call it the card now. I'm going to use the same card everywhere. I'll do like 1 rem, padding, Let's give it some border radius. I hope none of you are designers and will judge me too much. I'm just eyeing stuff out here. I'm gonna leave this like this because we will replace it with the info that's coming from Xano, so this will be completely dynamic. Uh, and I think this is all we need. Maybe let's give some margin here. Yeah, so whenever we load the stuff, it will be a bunch of links like this. Each one will have a name here. Let's make it look not ugly. Cool. And let's change this. Too late? Are you already judging me? Uh, this is probably fine. Maybe we'll make the container smaller. Like, we do 50. We don't need it to be that big anyway. Yeah, I think that's fine. And for responsive, I'll just make the container smaller. Yeah, this would work for now. I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do responsive. We're not gonna be focusing on that. All right, we can start from this, I guess. So how do we create? I guess that the admins can create the topics. So here we're just gonna show the topics. So I think we start by creating some topics and showing them. Let's go to database. We have user. Okay. I don't think we're gonna do like authentication because it's gonna take a bit too long to make like login pages and stuff. I'm just gonna show like a model when you go onto the page that will ask you to enter a name, and we'll use that name just for simplicity. So let's create a topic. I guess that's it. Authentication, no. All right. We have a topic. And let me see what we wanted here. Gonna put this here. Does anyone else use Arc? We're not here to design, but to learn how you build a backend. Okay. That's good for me. All right. So we want the topic. So we have ID and created that, which is good. We're just gonna add a text field with a name. So we can leave everything like this. I guess we don't want to allow nullable. And that's it. Add column. And actually, that's it for the topics. We're just going to add a new record manually here. Let's call it YouTube Live. Nice. So now we have a topic, and we want to fetch it. I'm going to go to API over here. Xano creates the APIs for us. And we want to use the get to query all topic records. So here we're not going to be filtering them by anything because everyone can see all the topics. So we have now this endpoint where it doesn't take inputs, it just gives us all the topics. We can use run and debug. Maybe I can close this for now. So if we run this, it should give us the one. Yeah. So we have an ID, we have the timestamp, and we have the name. That's all we need. We need to copy the endpoint URL, which we're gonna use in a bit. You use Arc, Sophie? No one else uses Arc? I think Sebastian, you use Arc, right? Okay. Let's see. You also use the Arc. Yeah, I like it. They said they're creating a new browser, but I'm not sure what that is about, to be honest. Uh, okay, we're gonna use the Xano SDK, and we actually need some more things from here. Um, wait, what did we copy? Okay, so I think we need to go here and copy something. Uh, oh my god, where is that thing? Wait, it is that thing that I copied, right? Here, yeah, this. Okay, so we're gonna make a script tag here. You're watching on the pop-up video. Oh yeah, that's nice. I have it, but I still haven't. I still use Chrome for some reason. Very cool when you use a laptop. It is cool when you use a laptop. Alexa, I don't know why you use Chrome, especially when you have like 5,000 tabs open. I've seen what your Chrome looks like. You really need Arc. You really need Arc. All right, so we need to initialize a Xano client so that we don't use just raw fetch. So I'm gonna do const Xano equals new Xano client. Actually, we need the script tag first. But we're gonna do this while I fetch the script tag. Maybe let's look it up here, like Xano SDK, just so that you guys know what I'm looking for. So they have an SDK that makes it easier to use Xano. There you go. This is what I need. I'm gonna go here. Let me save this for now. Let's go to site settings. Okay, you will have arg ready for next time. Good. Your poor PC. Okay, so we added the Xano SDK. And then you can see how it's used like over here. You basically, there you go. So these are the settings that we can pass into the Xano client. You can see here, you initialize it like this, you pass in the base URL, and then if you have real time, which we will have, we will pass in the real-time connection hash. And then we can create channels, we can fetch stuff with get, not post. I have get somewhere here. There's post, there's patch, put, delete. Where's get? Did I go over it? Okay, there. So this is what we're gonna use. Xano.get. We're gonna put the that thing. Okay, so Wait, let me see again. What was it? Instance base URL. Okay. So we add this, and then I'm gonna paste the URL as a string, of course. We're not gonna add the real time now. Let's first just fetch the topics, and then we'll add the real time. And then we can check how we do the get. So should be over here. We're just gonna do xano.get blah blah blah. Let's go over here, paste this. So ours is called topic. And we don't need to sort by, I think it automatically sorts by created date, if I'm not mistaken. So this should be fine. So we're gonna get this, and then here we have success. This is where we're gonna do something. For now, let's console log the response, just to see that it's working and to see what it gives us. So let's publish this. We'll open the console, and we are getting E. Okay, so we have body. Inside the body, we have an array. We have one item. We have created that ID in YouTube Live. So far, so good. It's already working pretty well. So basically, the reason I logged it is because I wanted to see how the response looks like when it gives it to us. And we can see that we need to access the body. Then in the body, there's an array. So we can't directly use the response because the response has a few more things in it. So over here, we're gonna do const. Let's do topics equals response dot body, and this will be an array of all the items that we have, which in this case is just one. And then we're basically gonna need to duplicate these, and for each one of them, give it the name here, and then add something to the link so that we can go to a page that knows which topic we want to load. I'm gonna give this an ID of template because we're gonna clone it and use it to create new links. So let's over here do const template equals document.query selector. We'll grab the template, and then we're gonna do topics for each to loop through the topics, and then for each topic we want to do something. So we're gonna do const clone, and we're gonna make a clone of the template that we have. So we're gonna say template dot clone node, and true just makes it a deep clone. Otherwise, it only clones the element that you had and not anything inside of it. It doesn't clone the children. So we need to pass in true to make sure it also gets the children. And then we'll do clone.href equals, and here we can put like the link that we want to go to, and I guess the page that we will create can be called topic, and then we'll do question mark ID equals, and then we'll do plus topic.id. So the ID is a number that we saw earlier. If I still have it open, yeah. Okay, so we have a number. So whenever we go to a page like slash topic question mark ID equals 1, we're gonna use this ID equals 1 to load the questions of that specific topic. So back over here, that page, and then ID equals topic.id. Cool. And then we need also to replace the text. So maybe let's do something about this text. We can probably remove the text and just use this, but for now, let's do something here to make it nicer. I'll do question text as an attribute, and we'll target it like that. And then let's do text equals clone dot query selector, and we can select an attribute with the square brackets, question text, and then we'll do text dot inner text equals response dot, was it name? Did we call it name? Yeah, name. All right. So we now have an element that is a clone of our template, but we don't have it on the canvas yet. So we're gonna do clone dot parent element. So we're gonna select the list, the parent element of that clone. Sorry, not the clone, the template. So parent element dot append, and with append we can put the clone inside the list along with the template. And once this loop is done and we have gone through all the links, we can get rid of the template. So we're going to do template dot remove. I think that's it for the homepage. Let's see. Let's publish. How are you all keeping up so far? Have undefined. So the ID worked, but oh yeah, wait. I know what we did wrong. We said we looked for response.name, but it should be response.body.name. Nope. The response had the list. Oops. My bad, guys. We need topic. Okay, that should work. Let's see. There we go. We have the topic that we created here showing up from Xano, and it links to the correct page. We just don't have the page yet, which is fine. Also, we only see until line 15. What? Oh, okay. Wait. Sorry. I'll leave this here for a bit just so you can see what I was doing. My bad, I didn't realize I had my window a bit bigger than the aspect ratio than that YouTube shows. So just to recap what I did. We get the topics from the response that we get from Xano, and then we loop through the topics that we got. And then for each of the topics, we clone the template that we have. We replace the href, so the link of that card. We replace the text with the name of the topic, and then we append it to the list, to the parent of the template. And then once all of that is done, we remove the template because we don't need it anymore, and we are only left with the topics from Xano. So that's all we did right now. I think we can actually put the Xano client into the global code so that we don't have to do it again. And I guess we can already put the real time here so that we don't have to come back. So if we go back to dashboard and up here in the settings, we go to real-time settings, we enable it, it gives us this connection hash. So now I can use that over here. We go to the SDK. Yeah, real-time connection hash. So we need to add that here. And then we paste this. And we're not going to use it yet, but we're going to use it once we have the real-time stuff ready to go. But I'm just putting it now so that we don't have to keep going back and forth. Why not use fs exits for global code? What do you mean fs exit for global code? Oh, FinSuite extension. I created a new profile for this, for content, and I don't have the extension here, but normally I do have the FinSuite extension. But it's okay. So now we need a page where we will show the topics, and we'll just call it topic. Great. And oh, I created a folder. Oops. Page. So topic. And remember, this is the URL or the path that we set on the links with code. So now we have this new page. I'm actually going to copy what we did here. Cool. But here, instead, we'll do questions. Actually, we can put the topic name here. And here we will have the questions. And yeah, I think that's it. Let's just change this to question name so that we know what we're doing. At first, we're going to show all the names, all the questions, and then we're going to filter them to only show the approved ones. I'm going to copy everything we did because it's going to be a very similar thing. So again, we have the templates for the questions. And instead of topics, we're going to have questions this time. We don't want to change the link. Actually, we're not going to even have links anymore. So we don't need that. We're just going to change the text. And actually, we're going to have name as well. Because we want to have like the name of the user who did. Super Alex, hey, thanks for dropping by. I'm just doing some coding and no coding. We'll do username text. We're gonna use this attribute so that we can show the name of the user who wrote that question. So we're gonna do name dot inner text equals instead of topic, let's call this question. This should be questions. So we'll do question dot username. This should be text. And I think that's it to make it work here. So not a lot of changes because it's very similar for now. It will be a bit different once we do the real-time changes. The only thing that we want to do is add a name. So this would be like let's put it below. And let's make this text smaller. Do text small. We'll do like this, 12 pixels. And maybe we can also make this flex and give it some gap. All right, so the question will show up here, the username will show up here. And let's do the correct attribute, username text. And now we need to create that table. So let's go here, add table. And this will be question in the default group. All right, so let me open up Excalibur again. So now we need the text of the question. We want to link it to one of the topics. We want the username, and we want to have an approved, like this should be approved. This is a Boolean, like true or false, so that we can know if we want to show it or not. So back here, let's do text, which is just a text. Okay. We will do table reference. So we're going to link it to topic. We will do just text for username. And then what is approved? Right. We're going to have a Boolean. So did I miss anything? Okay, I think we got everything. Can close this now. And let's just create one just so that we can see that the code we have so far works. So let's say, are you having fun? We can link it to this one, Chris, and we'll make it approved. And then we'll go to API here, hit the topics. Let me see. And, oh wait, not topics. We're gonna get the questions. And we're gonna get it in this format. Nice. We're gonna actually already create a new endpoint. API point to question. It's gonna be this. Call it approved questions. Cool. So this is actually where we will filter them, and this is what we were going to be using in that topics page we have. So we're going to filter here where approved equals there we go. Save. That's all we need. We just need to make sure they're approved. Let's run this. There we go. Nice. Oh, actually, we also need to make sure that we get an input of the topic ID so that we can filter and only get the specific topic that we need. So as an input, we're going to get topic ID, add input. Okay. And then here in the custom query, we'll add a new filter and we'll say that question.topic ID equals input topic ID. Oh, is topic ID integer? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna run and debug, make sure the ID is 1, we run, and there we go. Cool. Very nice so far. Let's publish this. Filter by topic. Cool. And we're gonna copy this endpoint name so that we can use it here. Over here. By the way, if you need me to zoom in a bit more, let me know. Let me know if this is good enough. Why did that not give us anything? Oh, I know why. So we are not giving any input in here, so it's not filtering correctly. So here, first we need to filter the topic, or we need to get the topic from the URL. So we're gonna do const URL params equals new URL search params window location.search. Okay, so if you don't know what this is, we are creating a URL search params object. It's just an easier way to get the search parameters. And window.location.search gives you the query parameters. So like if you have slash topic question mark q equals 1, then this is the parameter. And then you can have more by doing the ampersand and have like t equals 2. Then you will have two parameters, one called t and the other called q. And that's what search gives us. We pass it into this and we have the URL params. And the only thing that we need to do to get it is we do const ID equals URL params dot get ID. And the reason we get ID is because on our homepage, that's what we call the search param here. And then here we get approved questions plus ID, but I would do question marks equals topic ID, not equals here, question mark topic ID equals, and we'll have this number. I think this should work this time. Let's see. Is this correct? I think it's correct. Stuck. Okay. That didn't work again. I think the better way to do this would be, let me check how I did it. Okay. Instead of doing this, it actually makes more sense to do it the way I originally did it, which was we fetch a specific topic, and then through that topic, we get the questions. So we're gonna give this like the topic ID, and it will fetch here. It fetches from topic a specific topic, but instead of doing that, we're gonna do something else. Let's delete these. Sure, yes, no. All right, so database request, query all records from question instead of topic. Yeah. And we're gonna query everything where topic ID equals this topic ID. Okay. Let me run this. Missing variant topic ID. But wait, missing variable topic. I think we need to publish maybe. Why does it think that we're missing topic? Oh, this, okay. We need to return question. Well, actually, questions. Okay. So we return questions and then questions. All right. Bear with me, guys. Wasn't a parameter name topic ID instead of ID? The endpoint has ID in URL parameter. The URL parameter that we used to fetch from Xano didn't have ID, it had topic ID. But it's probably because when you fetch something, it turns it into a text. Like it probably treats us as text. But this is probably the better approach here, where you fetch topic / ID, and then you get all the questions from there. And then we get this. Okay. I think this is much cleaner than going to approved questions. And oh yeah, and we are gonna also make sure to give, do we filter here? Yeah, let's filter here. So we're going to do end approved equals true. All right. Let's publish this. Okay, so the new URL we're using is /topic/id. So do this id equals that id. Wait, this time actually we're not doing this, we're doing this. So instead of using a query parameter, we're just gonna go to that path. We're gonna fetch that path. There we go. Okay, there's no name for some reason, but we got the question. Yeah, the name didn't work. Username text. Maybe I misspelled something. Let's see here. Oh, the username is empty. So we didn't do anything wrong with our code. We're just missing something here. And there we go. We have the question. Okay, this is taking way longer than I expected. I thought we would be done in 1 hour. Hello, Rula. This can be a div. We don't need it to be link. All right, so now we can fetch questions and we can fetch topics. We now need an admin page. Where basically you would be able to submit a question, and instead of immediately going to the topics, it would appear here first, and then the admin can approve or disapprove, and then depending on what they do, it should show up on your screen as a user. The users should not have access to the admin panel. We can, instead of using Xano authentication, we can just set up memberships. If you guys want to go through that, I can do that really quick. But otherwise, I think it's pretty straightforward. Like you just go to memberships and you make this like a specific users only. Make sure only users who are members can access it. And then no one can access it except the users you want, the admins. But for now, we're just gonna have that page insecure. And yeah. This will be the same, but we're gonna have, whoa, what? I just added a div and it created a whole new card. All right, so we're gonna have 2 buttons here. Let's use a custom element. We gotta be correct, right? And let's give it some text. We're gonna say proof. Let's do 1 rem, 2 rem here. That's too much. 1 rem. That works. That green is disgusting. I have no idea what to do for this. Maybe let's make it blue. That probably works with white text. Yeah, I think that will work for now. Let's make this 75. Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have this approve, and this will say disapprove. Hey Sunny, welcome to the stream. We're already a bit deep into it, but thanks for being here. Let's say outline. We'll remove this. Make the text black and do this. I don't care too much about variables right now. Cool. I think this works. Yeah. Right. So basically, whenever someone submits a question, we want that question to appear here. And then as an admin, you can click approve to make it show up for the others, or disapprove to make it not show up for the others. I'm gonna create a class here actually called approved. Let's call it CC approved. And this will change the background of the card into like some kind of green. Oh my god, that looks so bad. All right, I think this is fine. This is fine, right? Maybe we'll make this red. Now that I think about it. Without a border. Yes, that looks very ugly, and I love it. Right. Cool. So we need something very similar to here, but this time we want to fetch everything. So we can get rid of the URL params, and we're not gonna search by a specific topic. We're gonna get all the questions. So let's go back to API, questions, and from here we're gonna get all the questions. Like this. And this will give us all the questions. We have the same code as before because we get the same content. But this time, we're going to do something a bit different. This time we have a class that we want to keep on if it's approved or remove if it's not approved. So we're going to do template class list dot toggle cc approve. Normally you would leave it here, and this is usually used to remove or add a class if it exists. Like if it already exists, it removes it. If it doesn't exist, it adds it. But you can also give it a Boolean value here, and it will also check if that's true, and it will toggle the value based on if you gave it true or false. So we can do question.approved, and if it is approved, it will add this class. If it's not approved, it will remove the class. The reason I want to add the class is so that we can keep track of what we have approved. And whenever something is approved, I want it to go last so that we can always keep the open questions on top and the approved questions go to the bottom, and we can see what we need to approve from the new questions. All right, let's see. So we create it, and then we need to give some function to the buttons. So we need whenever you click that button, to approve or unapprove. thing down here, I'm going to create a function. Hello cat. You are not being very useful right now. I completely forgot what I was doing. Oh yeah, function. So we're gonna do approve. Let me see. All right. So if we say approve, we're gonna get the ID, so we know which question to approve, and then we're gonna say Xano.patch. So patch is that's Kiwi. So patch changes a table element that already exists. So if you want to change a question from approved to disapproved, we can use patch to just change a specific thing of it. And we'll say slash, what was it? Questions. Let's see, patch question ID. All right. So question slash plus ID. And then here, no, sorry, dot then we have a function here. And then here we have some kind of, I guess this is where it succeeds. So we can do, what was it? I feel like I completely lost my flow. Let me take it down. Everyone's still here? This is taking a bit longer. Let's see. Post and patch. Yeah. Takes params, headers, and okay. All right, so we do patch, and in here we pass it the information that we want to patch. So we have approved true, and then that's it. And then here we can know if it's approved or not. For now, we'll just console log, and then later on we'll send a message to everyone so that we can update it in real time. Okay. And then let's also make disapprove. We'll get an ID again, and we'll just make this false. Nice. We could also just do this, like approved. So we take in two parameters in the function. We delete this. And then here we pass in approved. And then in here, so we have two buttons. So for each of the clones, we say const buttons equals clone.query selector all button. So now we have both buttons, and we can get the first one by using square brackets 0. So now we are targeting only the first one. We can say add event listener, click. So whenever that is clicked, we'll run the approve function, and we can say true, and then pass in the ID, which will be question.id. And then we'll do the same thing for the second one, which will be 1 here. Approve will be false, and we pass in the ID. Cool. That should already work. Let's make sure that works already. Let's publish this. Not here. We're gonna go to admin. So we have, oh, something went wrong. Invite, oh, I forgot the quotation mark here. Nice. So now we have this question, and it says, are you having fun? We can approve or disapprove, and it's green because it's already approved. We can click disapprove here, and we haven't done anything to do something visually, but hopefully now when I refresh, we get approved because we didn't change the text. But when I refresh, this will be gray. That did not work. Let's see what we did wrong. Question. I think we added the filter earlier and we forgot to remove it. Maybe not. Why is it not giving me the questions? Oh, it's removing it. It removed the text for some reason. Why did it reset the whole thing? It should have just changed the approved status. Let me check what is happening here. I guess because we're taking in everything. Okay, that's why. Because it's expecting an input of everything. We can remove this. Are we the correct thing? Is it patch? Yeah, patch. Okay. Gonna remove this. And we'll only keep the question ID. And we also want a Boolean Okay, that's all we need. And then here, we only edit this. Perfect. Okay, this time it shouldn't change the text. It should only update the approved status. So let's make this approved. No, actually, let's give it some text. Select the topic again and the username. Then we'll go here, refresh. We have this. We can disapprove. It says approved because we didn't change that. And that comes back, but it doesn't remove the class. Okay. Wait, is it approved now? It's not approved. So why did the class stay? Let's try it here. Maybe I was doing something wrong. Yeah, it should have removed it. Wait, let me refresh. Wait, this is the template. Are we not removing the IDs? Okay, that's not the reason, but it's not removing. We're not removing the ID, which we should have done. Like clone.id equals empty. We should have done that for everything. We don't need duplicate IDs. But I need to figure out why the class is not removed. The toggle CC approved. As always, whenever you're stuck, just console log and make sure you're dealing with the correct information. So let's do question. Fresh. So it's approved false. So that's correct. Then why does it keep the class? Oh, I just realized I'm removing it from the template, not from the clone. My bad. All right, that should work. So now we can move on to just making sure whenever we click, we know what's happening. Okay, so when this happens, let's also pass in the element itself. I'm going to pass in clone. Actually, no. I'm thinking how we're gonna show a success message. I think maybe for now, let's just do alert. Actually, we don't need to alert. Whenever it's done, we'll do, okay, yeah, we'll give the element, sorry, phone, and then in here, we're gonna change the card class depending on whether or not it's approved. So we're gonna do basically what we did here. But this time we have card and we have just approved. Cool. Come on, Webflow. All right. And we can have a loading. Let's do maybe we do it with one button so that we can change the text instead of having two buttons and doing a loading screen. Let's do this. Okay. So one button. And then when you click, it will check this. So let's do, no. Class list dot what it contains. So if it's approved, const approved equals. Right. We pass in the opposite. Okay. So button dot inner text equals. We're going to use a ternary here. So question dot approved. If the question is already approved, the text should be disapproved. Otherwise, we change it to approve. And then in here, whenever you click approve, the text should change to we need to get the button again. Do loading. And then when it's done, we can do basically the same thing we did here. All right. Let's refresh this. All right, so this is not approved. I can click, it goes loading, it becomes approved, green, and we can disapprove, and it changes again. All right, that's a bit nicer. So I think now we can start doing the real time. So first, I want to make sure that whoever submits a question has a name. And Let's go here. All right, so once you click on the topic, we have the questions, which will only be approved questions. But in order to submit a question, we need a form. Let me just pull up something really quick. So over here, how much time was that supposed to take? As much as it did. It doesn't really it doesn't really change depending on something. It's just a quick request where when you click, it changes it, and then when it finishes changing it and it knows that it definitely works, it changes it here. Okay, just copied this from a different page that I already had. So we have this form. Let me just duplicate this. Let's say name. This should be a regular input. Plain. Okay. We can use our own button here. That does not look good. Let's call this ghost. Okay, so we have this model that will open up when we click a specific button that we'll add in a bit. And when we submit this form, we want to update what we had. So we have this ID for the form so that we can target it later on. And I'm gonna close this. Let's add button. We'll say submit a question. Question. All right. Okay. No. Okay. So we're gonna have this. Whenever you click this, it will open up what we had. I'm using Socks UI for the model to avoid having to do the logic right now. uh, and we just need this. Add it here. I think the ID of the model is model. Yeah. All right. So now let's handle the logic of that form. Let's do const form equals document query selector hashtag q form. And then we have to listen for our submits. So form, add event listener, submit. So this way we know when the form is submitted. And then to avoid Webflow actually submitting the form, we don't want that to happen. We're going to do these two. So this prevents the form from submitting, and this Webflow has some weird layering of the submit, so this just avoids it from actually submitting. We need both. And we'll do const submit button equals form dot query selector we'll do this. So we can target the button, the submit button that Webflow gives us. And the reason we want that is so that whenever you submit, we want to change the text of this button immediately. So we're going to make it disabled equals true. And then we'll do submit button dot value equals sending. And then we want to do Xano dot post slash question. In here, we can do wait, let's see. Let's open the model again. So we have name, and this should be just question. Name and question. So we're going to get the value of these two fields. Name equals form dot query selector name dot value, and then we'll do the same for question. And then here we'll do name. Actually, let's check what we have here. Let's go to API, question post. We need a text, a topic ID, a username, and an approve or not. So approved will always be false. And I don't want to have to put it here. So we can set this to be false always. Cool. Can I remove this? Can I remove everything? Okay, let's keep this for now. Or can I hide it? Hide this input. Okay. So we need text, topic, and username. So username is name, text is question, and topic ID will be the ID that we got from the parameter. So ID. We'll do that then. So whenever we know that it's already done, let's change these again. This will be false. The reason we set it to disable is so that you cannot click it twice while it's already sending. And then this will be submit a question. So we make sure that we tell the user that their question has been submitted by changing that, or we can even do like success, and then set timeout. So after like 1 second, we can change it back so that they can also put something else if they want. So submit a question. We should also probably clear up the two values, empty them so that we can start again. I believe we can just do form.clear or reset. Let me check. Yeah. Cool. So we can just do form.reset to empty out the field that we had. And we return this to submit question. And we can also close the model. Let me just check something really quick. All right. So if you go here, you can see that we can just call socks from here. So we're going to do, that didn't work. Okay, this will close the model. Let's make sure this works. Not here. Okay, what is happening? Okay, so we click on YouTube Live, and we had an issue already. Question.text. Cannot set properties or none. It can't find the text. So for some reason, it can't find the text here. What did I change? I'm a bit confused here. Questions. Something's off here. Uh, can't find the questions. I wonder if this has to do with it. No. Why is it not finding these? Hello. I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's do. Wait. Something is not working correctly. Is it the template? Wait, let's console log the template and then uh, the clone. It can't find the text for some reason, even though we didn't change anything. Oh, okay. We use the same ID, I guess. Topic name. What? Oh, great. So Webflow was duplicating my elements instead of adding divs, and it gave this one the ID of this, and that's why it was broken. Okay. And then we can submit a question. Sending, and we have a error. Connection refused. Wait, what happened here? That's weird. Let's see again. Okay, some weird issue. Refresh. Oh, it's not showing up because it's not approved. But if we do, wait, what is that? We can do admin and okay, it's here. We're gonna put them next to each other like this. And now we're gonna do the real time where here, let's see how we do the real time in here. Not here, here. So it's something with channel. There you go, connecting to real time. So we have to do const channel equals some channel. We'll call this topics. And we're gonna use this over here. Channels, all right. So we create a new channel, we call it topics. Let's allow anonymous clients and client public messaging and save. And now we have a channel. Now we can use that channel to send messages and receive messages. So like we saw over here on the SDK, we can do on, and this just listens to everything, but we want to listen to specific messages. So let's use this. Actually, we don't want to listen, we want to send a message. Over here. Okay, so we post, and whenever it succeeds, we want to send a message. And this message will have let's say topic, and right now we'll say topic ID. We have the ID here. And then we'll have, but we need these actually. All right. What did I do? All right. So we're sending this message into the channel so that we can listen to it from the admin panel, but also we can listen to it from the current channel where we are right now, so we can add it to our own front end and to everyone else. So because as you saw earlier, whenever we publish, nothing shows up. Oh yeah, actually, we're not going to show it here. We're going to show it when the admin approves. You still here, Seb? This definitely took way longer than I expected, but are you enjoying it so far? I think next time I need to be a bit more prepared so that we can finish faster. Like I had it ready, but I wanted to make some changes to it, and it took a bit more longer. Okay, so here, after we approve, we're gonna do the messaging. So channel.message. This. We had these. And then we need topic ID. Do we have the topic ID here? No, I guess from the response. We don't really need a topic ID. We can just use this. Okay. So whenever we approve a message from the admin panel, we also want to make sure we give it the approved status so that we can check, like maybe if it's not approved, we can remove it. I think we need the question ID though here. Let's do ID is ID. We're going to use the ID to know, like, if it already exists and it has been disapproved, then we need to remove it. If it has been approved, we need to add it. Yeah. Let's make sure we have the channel over here. Okay. We should actually go to a channel with a specific ID. But let's leave it now because it's already late and I kind of want to finish this. So let's go to topic. Here we message the topic ID and the question. But then we also need the question ID. I wonder if this returns. Let me do response, console log response. Okay, let's submit a new question by Chris. Hello. Submit, sending, success, closes. And we do get something. It gives us the ID. Cool, that's what I needed. Oops, I almost closed it. So we need the ID so that we can identify it later on and delete it if we need to delete it. So in here, we need to also send question ID. We'll call it, it's response.id. Okay. We're pretty deep into this already, but we're almost done. So this is the info we get from the topics channel. It goes over here. So in here, we need to listen for messages. So we're going to do here on message. We can check the action. Wait. I had it a bit different before. So I had on, let's do message. If message dot action equals message. All right, so we're gonna listen to messages, and now we can do question equals message dot payload dot type equals question. Sorry. Gonna do message dot payload. Actually, yeah, dot type. Wait, this should be before. All right, so basically we need to check if it's a question sent from here. So we'll do type question. All right, so if it is a question, we will do so admin. Let's do so we need to copy the template again. So here, I think instead of removing it, we're gonna do style.display equals none. Can do this here. And then here, clone.display is flex. All right. I think now we take this into a function outside so that we can reuse it to create these cards. So we're going to do create card, and we pass it in the question, which is the payload from there. Function create card. All right. And here we have a question which has text and username and approved and an ID. Okay. So now here we can say create card. Yeah, create card. We'll do message dot payload. So it should have, as we said, ID, text, and username. Let me make sure we have these and approved. So ID. Wait, what is the ID? Okay. Yeah, that's correct. So I guess instead of question ID, we can pass in here just ID, type question, and the approved here would be false by default. All right, so if we did this correctly, we can submit a question from here, and it should show up on the admin panel. Let me refresh both. Let's submit. Name Chris. Let's say, hey, submit. And now something should show up here. Hit publish. And we didn't get an error. Let's see if maybe we have it here. It should have showed up. Let's check this again. So on message, let's make sure we are receiving a message. Console.log message. Because it looks like it didn't even go through, otherwise we would have seen an error. So I'm gonna refresh both of these. Let's try this. We should get a log. We did get a log. Okay. Okay, we're not getting the message though, we're just getting the connection status. So for some reason, Xano is not sending the message over, or this syntax is not working for some reason. I ran into a similar issue when I was doing this for the demo, and the only way I got it to work was putting this directly here. I don't know why, even though it's the same thing, but that's what worked last time. Let me see if this will work. Also, we have too many messages now. We need a way to delete them maybe, but for now, I'm just gonna delete them from here. All right, we have no questions. Hello, submit. We should see a new message here if everything worked correctly. No message. So it looks like we're not sending it correctly. Let's see what we did here. Channel.message. Yeah. Maybe the channel name is wrong. Topics. No, that's correct. I'm not sure what's happening here because we don't have any errors or anything. It's just not working. It's not giving us the message. Let's try this again. Okay, it's not working. It's already late. Everyone is almost gone. I think I'm gonna try again tomorrow because I don't want to stay for too much longer. It's already been 2.5 hours. So I think I'm gonna figure out what's going on wrong, and we're gonna finish this tomorrow. And maybe later on, I'll make this into like a standalone tutorial because this did not go that smoothly. But yeah, I mean, the Xano part mostly went right. Something is not working correctly with the messaging. But yeah, maybe we can do this tomorrow, or I'll just do the tutorial. We'll see. But yeah, even the few people who showed up, it was kind of nice talking to you. Thank you for coming. And if it's night where you are, it's not what I am. But if it's night, good night.